afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Choo-Ching on a Thursday afternoon. And tell me this, who is not pulling for the weekend? Now, I know some of my subscribers are bartenders and stuff. They're like, Rosie, every time you're pulling for the weekend, remember, some of us only work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, and we're off to work when you're goofing off, drinking, and having your fun. And progress continues. Nice to see. Of course, this project was in place and already underway well before the fires of October, but it's still nice to see how, boy, it's a glorious warm day today. It is so comfortable. Let's talk about Hangouts a little bit. Let's talk about Hangouts and protocol. Hi. And what it's all about on Hangouts. I had a Hangout last night. And of course, as most Hangouts go, you never know how they're going to end up. You never know when you have people on panel what the mix is going to be. But last night it was certainly volatile and explosive. big Hangout. I think according to Google Analytics, there were 197 people at the peak on. There's a big Hangout. It's a lot of drama and stuff unfolding last night with Anon and Becca and Lacey Rocks and that whole deal last night. And you know, it was really wild. I mean, there was cursing, there was screaming, there was threats. So I thought about it. I kept it up overnight, and then I woke up and I saw a lot of people were being directed to flag it, not necessarily because of me, but because of some of the threats that were said on there. But you know, the channel holder is the one that's going to get the strike. And the reason that I removed the Hangout was because I would like to use this channel, the Rosie Murphy channel, my other channel, to be able to do Hangouts on the road. Yes, we also have Jen and Rosie Reality TV, and that's strike free. But I really think this is an excellent use for the Rosie Murphy channel, besides how-to things that come along. But it's a great way to have that. But there's some things that you don't really know, although I feel in my heart YouTube would have reviewed that with an adult content and said, man, that was just a wild night, and just moved on. Because they know it's YouTube, and people threaten things, and they don't, you know, people aren't going to likely be physically harmed. But at the end of the day, you don't know, right? It's a new YouTube these days. That's one reason, precisely why I went through and just stripped out so many videos of mine, just preparing for these days. Now, you know, when you come on a Hangout, it's a big thing too. And when you have almost 200 people on a Hangout, which is, for me, when I used to get 40, 50 people on a Hangout, it's, for my moderator, Greg Campbell, I mean, we're talking about a big job here. And when you have a side chat that's rolling so fast, well, the moderator's going to be kept busy. Now, I only have one, Greg Campbell, because he's been with me for 2 years, and I think he's the best in the business. But he's not foolproof. When that chat's rolling along and sometimes you hit the wrong person, collateral damage in these Hangouts, and that person gets removed. A friend of mine got removed last night. I tried to, but the thing is, when you're having a Hangout, you can't stop in the middle of it, go unban people during the Hangout. And I tried to make it clear to this person, but this person was upset, and rightfully so. But I assured them after the Hangout was over, they would be unbanned, which I did. Which I unbanned this person. But my moderator, as usual, takes a lot of heat. You know, we do have that freedom of speech thing versus, well, threats and links to things off-site. You know, it's a volatile mix of what's being put up on there. And I'll tell you, you guys think it's fun to be a moderator and hold a wrench. It's the worst job in the world. It's thankless because all you can ever do is piss people off. And I got to hand it to Greg Campbell. I was very happy to have Aaron as my moderator for the first year I was doing chats. He was excellent. And I screwed up by having somebody on panel that he didn't approve of, and he has that choice. He just said, that's it, I'm not going to be doing that. And that's fine, I respect him. Aaron the bagel maker, he's a good guy. Did a lot to help me, and then Greg came along. And for 2 years, Greg has been tremendous on my channel. Selfless job. Tries to be fair, tries to follow my style. But if anybody expects me to be on a hangout and be directing my mod what to do, it's not going to happen. One of the reasons that we have mods is it frees us up to kind of pay better attention to a channel, to a panel, which is always one of my weaknesses, trying to split the time between the panel and the side chat and worrying about who's going to post somebody's family information. Like I said, for me, I don't give a damn. It's all out there. You know, but for other people that are just starting out, like my friend Diane C. down in Sherman Oaks, you know, you don't know what you're really stepping into on YouTube, and you think it's a social media world of fun and stuff, and it's not necessarily so. I mean, you can have fun, and the chances are you're not going to get hurt in real life, but you could go through some difficult stuff. So I always tell my friends, be cautious, be aware. It's one thing to be totally out there, but it's another thing when you're still undiscovered. And for the most part, I got to be honest, 99% of the trolls, and I still maintain this, are decent people. They're good people, and they don't just land on something from outer space just willy-nilly. There's usually something there. As we've seen in the case of Camper Van Elvis, it's disrespect for, you know, past deeds of disrespect for women and threats about women and insulting guys' lady friends. It's not a WWE shtick. You know, it's not just the person that says it and says, hey, this is my spin on it. It's also the person that receives it and how they perceive it. This is the problem that I think that people get into when it comes to that.
Whoa,
Hi, what's going on? I think he's digging my Vikings shirt, huh? So it's important. So this is why trolls come along, and people can see, for the most part, that they feel like they're doing a job out there. Most of the time they're sniffing out BS and stuff, but a lot of times they're like and I'm not always down with it, as you guys know, the vigilantes and the posse out there. But in some cases it's warranted. You know, they do serve a vital function. Just be aware when you're out there that, yeah, YouTube is a great place. It's a fun place. It's an excellent place to meet people. I think by the end of 2018, I probably will have met over 40 people on YouTube, which is tremendous. Some people I've had problems with, but they tend to get resolved over time. A lot of people can see in your heart. A lot of people don't understand what you're doing, and then later a light goes on in their brain. They're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening now. But, you know, if you're on YouTube, Everybody gets something different out of YouTube, and that's the point. Some people want to do content like me. Some people want to just download and enjoy content, and they don't. And some people want to get on chat rooms, and some people want to troll people. There's a lot of different masks that you can wear on YouTube. You know, I wear enjoying making content. I wear enjoying looking at people's videos and also being on chat. I've never had a troll account, and I've never trolled anybody, but I'm saying, because honest to goodness, I'm too stupid. I would be one of those people that would have the wrong browser open, and I've seen some people in my own Hangouts on the past that have slipped up like that. What's the point? I'd last about 3 days and the gig would be up, and then that's it. What's the point? So I tell people straight up online about things and the way I feel about stuff, and it served me well. But just remember, on the Hangouts are a different kind of animal, and you're always responsible for the content of your Hangouts. I just wasn't willing to take that chance on another strike in a different channel, and then not being able to have Hangouts. Hey, I'm not raising money except for charities, which is a beautiful thing, I think, and I feel great about that, and a lot of people have really pitched in a lot. But I still uphold people's right to do what they want on their channel. Don't get me wrong. If you use your channel for fun, and you use your channel for good times, and don't go begging on everybody all the time, you're gonna have a pretty good go on YouTube. There's a very high level of respect on it for most everybody. Okay? So have fun, be careful, be wise. Anybody who's been kicking around YouTube for a lot of years like I have will tell you, be smart. Be a decent person. Try to help people if you can. Sometimes you might have to stand up and take a stand that's not popular. But that's part of being a gutsy person, and standing your ground. And it's, even though it hurts sometimes, it still gives you a good feeling at the end of the day that you stand for something. All right, everybody, that's going to be a wrap from me and the Georgie, walking along here on a beautiful day. Thanks so much for chooching along.